So if you're ready to switch in boxer shuffle side to side, just kind of loosen up the muscles. So I got 4 little warm-up movements, 30 seconds each. You're gonna have 4 little surprise at the end for you. You better stay tuned just to see what's coming up at the end. And 2 cardio moves. Might have a little surprise at the end for you. Better stay tuned just to see what's coming. Heels the last thing to leave the floor. Keep your head up, core tight. Yeah. Perfect. We have time for one more. All the way down, all the way up. Very, let's begin. You're gonna come down to a squat, hammer curl, and a press up. Beautiful. So all the way down to that wide squat, curl the abs tight and press overhead. Very nice work. Down, squeeze the... You guys, look at how big this look. Can you see? If you're watching me do the workout, you'd think I am lifting so heavy weights, but this is just 3 kilos. I don't know why they made them so big and they're plastic, but anyway, they're cool to lift. Just a disclaimer that I'm not lifting 10 kilos here on each side. They're just 3 kilos each one. And good morning. It's so weird to say good morning because who watches vlogs in the morning? If anyone is watching this vlog in the morning on a Tuesday, I love your life. But I think I should say good evening or good afternoon because my idea is that mostly people watch this when they're refreshing, when it's lunchtime or when it's in the evening and you're trying to sleep or something like that. In the morning, maybe on a weekend or on a Sunday or on a day off. Yeah, so who am I to judge? But anyway, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to 30-day reset challenge. Today is a different day. Not that I'm going to do anything different, but I was this close to not doing a workout. So it's a different day because for the past 3 months, I've been working out, waking up and just doing it, you know. But today I was this close to just not working out, not even vlogging, not even working out, the thing that I said I would do. But then I did it anyway. So that's good for me. And so I'm going to have my warm water and then my vitamins. And I was just thinking about how I do everything so fast. Guys, I treat everything like it's an emergency. I wake up like this. I open the curtains like this. Oh, when I bring my mat with... And so today I just said, Lena, breathe, breathe. Like not everything's an emergency. I know sometimes I'm behind time because I overslept or anything, but breathe. Have you ever had that moment where you're just like, you're cutting your vegetables like this, you're cooking like this. Sometimes you're not even rushing anyway. You're bathing your face, you're brushing your teeth like they're gonna fall off. Hey, I don't know if this is adulting or what, but we need to breathe. It's so difficult. It's easier said than done, I know. Most of the times I'm like, I'm slowing down. And it always, when I say I'm slowing down, it's intentional. I'm actually reminding myself to say, slow down, slow down. Because I don't know how I'm wired to just do everything fast, everything quick, and I don't know, guys. Anyway, let's have our vitamins quickly. Did I say quickly? Let's just have our vitamins. Even the way my son does things now, it's like so fast, so quick. And I hate it because this is probably some kind of trauma, right? That you have to just be in a rush all the time, in a rush. Guys, anyway, today I want to talk about insecurities. But anyway, let me just finish this first. And then when I am about to start my work, we talk about the insecurities and see how I'm slowing down. See how I'm slowing down. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We talk about insecurities because we all have them. And mine happens to be my arms and many other things that I'll talk about and how we can probably deal with them, right? Okay.
Okay, so I said I'll talk about insecurities. So I'm going to talk about them like one at a time, right? So I talked about my arms. Like whenever I take pictures, the first thing that I look at are my arms. And no matter how much I try to not be insecure about them, because some people will say, but you're generally small, you're not big, whatever. But it's just a thing that stands out for me. And I think maybe some way, somehow, someone once pointed it out. Because I always feel like insecurities are mainly a result of what someone says to you. Okay, so even if I'm working out now, most of my workout clothes are actually tops that cover my arms. Today I was wearing one that doesn't, so that's when I decided to talk about this, right? And then another one, it used to be my insecurity, but it's not an insecurity anymore. It's something that I've just, like, I was just like, whatever. It is the color of my skin. So the fact that I am a dark person, not even just a black person. And this is because growing up, people used to say these things like there's nothing wrong with pointing out something like that. Older people, not even kids, they would say things like, this one is too dark. Like sometimes in comparison with my sister, because my sister that I grew up with is light colored. So they would say things like, this one is too dark, or even not in comparison, just generally, just in J, like it sounds better in English. In my language, to be like, hey, we are a boy. It really used to affect me, like like they would just say it like something that is bad, like there's something wrong with being dark, like I chose it or something like that, like we are a boy, like this one is too dark. But now I don't care. I mean, black is beautiful and all that. And then the other thing, so I'm talking about the body, like physical features that you cannot change. All right. Well, if you want to be light, I think you can bleach. But yeah. The other one was I used to look like my dad a lot. Like I think I still do look like him, but maybe because I've grown and like feminine features have started to show up or anything. But I used to really look like him, especially when I was in primary school. So people would say things like, ah, she looks too much like her dad. She looks like a boy. So in short, it's even deep. They'll be like, tori mkomana chaiyo. And they would even point out features like, I'm not so pretty and stuff like that. And to say that gave me some kind of insecurities, maybe in my high school, which probably protected me because I didn't think that I was pretty like in high school. So I wouldn't really show off my face to the boys or whatever. So maybe it did protect me to not jump into things quite early. So yeah. So some insecurities can actually protect you. But I'm highlighting insecurities because I realize that even as you get into being an adult, they can stick with you. And sometimes you just have to make the decision to say, this no longer applies to me. And just because it was in someone's head and they had the audacity to say it, it doesn't define me. And this reminds me of a post on Facebook that I read some weeks ago. Someone was talking about these insecurities and they were relating to height. I am short, by the way, and this is something that has never affected me. But just because you have something that is similar to someone and it doesn't affect you, doesn't mean that it doesn't affect the other person. So, what am I saying? What I'm saying is, if someone says, you're short to me, I don't care. But if someone says it to someone else, especially a guy, it can affect them. It can affect their ego. So this post on Facebook, this guy was actually saying, in 2018 or in 2008 or something like that, this girl mentioned that I'm too short and they would never date me because I'm short. And some people were saying, this happened almost 10 years ago. How are you still holding on to that and everything? And I said, guys, this was literally an attack on his ego and on things that he cannot change. You don't expect him to be okay with it. So it's just a reminder to be kind out there, about people's insecurities. Sometimes you're a very skinny person, or a very big person, or a very tall person, or a very short person, or whatever extreme society thinks is an extreme, and you're okay with it. You don't have to think that saying, so what? Even I am also short, you don't have to think that it makes someone feel okay. So what if you're too dark? I'm also too dark. I can say it. Like we have to be emotionally intelligent on things like that. So yeah, I just thought to talk about this. And now I'm going to work, and later I'm going to talk about another kind of insecurity that people don't talk about. Okay. Okay, I was going to talk about this one on my walk, but I didn't take the walk. I was super busy today. Oh, I hate to use the word busy because I don't want to be busy. I want to be productive, not busy. But I didn't take the walk, and I'm only on 2,300 steps, and it's already time for me to leave the house. So I think I am going to just walk longer, like to a further bus stop or something like that, because we need the 10K steps. Anyway, the other one I was going to talk about, the other two that I was going to talk about, are one related to being a mother. Like, so feeling like you're not enough. Insecurities about just comparing yourself to other mothers. You know how other people parent. So there are a lot of examples I can give. So maybe someone can just say, I usually don't like my child to have an iPad or to watch YouTube, or for my child to do certain things. And maybe these are things that you as a mother just do because they work for you. So sometimes you can ask yourself, am I a good parent? You can be even insecure to be amongst other parents, to be amongst other mothers, because am I doing a good job? Am I a good mother? That's another thing to be insecure about. And then another thing is just general social life. So comparing your life to other people's lives, especially these days with social media. So you can even feel insecure about your whole being. So that is where you live, your finances, like you just want to be in a hiding. You don't want anyone to see you. You don't want anyone to know you because you are just insecure about everything around you. Because in your mind, you keep comparing yourself, where you are, the kind of a person you are, with what you are seeing around. So again, external noise. And that is the fourth one. Is that not the fifth one? I think so. The other one that I was going to talk about as a bonus for people that are in a foreign land is just being a foreigner. Just being a foreigner sometimes can make you insecure. Am I saying the right things? Are these things in touch with the culture of where I am? Am I integrating well? Am I pronunciating words well? Whatever language they speak in that country, you can be insecure about your accent, about your tone. You can be insecure about how you dress, maybe. Is it culturally fitting? So there are a lot of things, there are a lot of insecurities that come with just being a human being, not even just a woman or a woman of color or an academic, or just being a human being. You're constantly thinking about these insecurities, and these are insecurities which let me say made huge by the influence that is external, so by the society that we live in, by the people. They are not internal. It's not something that you just wake up and think, I think I'm ugly, or I'm too dark, or I'm too fat, or whatever. It's someone that passes a comment. So that's just about it about insecurities. Just remember to be kind. What you say to someone can impact their whole life. It can take so much for them to look in the mirror and say, my nose is actually not big, my eyes are actually not too small. It can take so much. So remember to be kind. I am running super late, but in the morning I said I didn't want to be all over the place and all, but for the sake of accountability, 11,678 steps today. So yes, again, we made it. I failed to make 10k steps throughout my day because
Wait, I want to try something.
wait a little bit. Can I finish? Zane, please. So I failed to get the 10k steps because I worked from home, and I've realized that working from home is a system that will not work for me. So if I work from home, I have to go for a run after, or a very long walk during lunchtime, which sometimes is very difficult for me to take because I'll be working. So yeah, that is still a hurdle, that is still a challenge. If I go to work, it's okay because in the morning I walk, after work I walk, and during lunchtime definitely I do walk. So I might have to go to the office more, or I have to really push myself to take the long walk during lunch if I have to work from home. But anywho, this was a very haphazard video. I talk about insecurities. I talk about how I don't want to be busy all the time. I talk about everything and anything. But anyway, this is for accountability, and this is to day 16. See you tomorrow on day 17. Thank you for watching. My name is Lena. Did I even introduce myself?